Hey everyone! So today is Halloween and we are already off to a rip-roaring start. This morning, and it was one of those things where we didn't really think it was going to be an issue, but we decided to schedule Caleb's parent-teacher conference for this morning. So we had to get up bright and early. The conference was at 7:45 this morning, but I have to say it was a great way to start the day. Caleb's teacher had nothing but wonderful things to say about him. He is doing such a good job this year. We're really proud of him. But after that, we came home because I have to get this place ready. I have a lot of cleaning to do. I'm gonna do some cooking. So join me. First up on my menu that I like to clear is the Rice Krispie Treats, and let me tell you about this. As much as I love them and they're fun to make, the cleanup is no fun. But what I like to do is I always double the recipe, and the other thing I like to do is after I've mixed all the butter and the marshmallows and the Rice Krispie cereal all together, is I add about a cup of mini marshmallows just to kind of give it that. I like to see those little marshmallows in there, kind of like the ones you get at Starbucks. The other thing I change up is that the recipe tells you to use a 13x9 cake pan. I use two 8-inch squares because then they come out really, really thick. They're perfect. And of course you can cut them however you want. So you can make as many or as few as you'd like. But here they are, all ready to go. I'm gonna let them cool in these pans for quite a bit. And because I buttered the cake pan before I started, they typically fall right out, so they're super easy, and then I'll just cut them up. One thing I always like to stress with people is make sure you work your stuff into the corners. When you see it all together like this, it's pretty easy to kind of discount them, but once you flip it and start cutting it, you're gonna realize you have a goofy shaped one. So really get those corners. Steve already went out this morning to do some shopping and he picked up our donuts. If you didn't know, we always do it like a typical, or not typical, but like a classic old school style Halloween. So we have donuts, we have popcorn, we have apple cider. Over here we have our cornucopia of bread. So the thing I always make, the tradition, is I do sloppy joes and then I make grilled cheese sandwiches. But I think this year I'm gonna cut these up really, really small because we don't have too many kids like we used to back in the day coming who want grilled cheese. So I think I'm gonna make the grilled cheese sandwiches, but I'm gonna cut them down really small and use them as croutons for the pumpkin soup I made last night. But just a quick sweep of my kitchen. It's not terrible, but I want to, I obviously got to dress it up and get it ready for entertaining. So I'm going to cut the camera for quite a bit because I've got some cleaning to do. Found out last night we actually have a few more people than I was expecting. So though I thought this was going to be kind of like, well, not dull, but I thought it was going to be a smaller Halloween party, I think it's going to be a little bit bigger than anticipated. So that should be fun. But I got to get to work. All right, so I've made some pretty good progress on the house, cleaning it up. I just need to kind of dress up my tabletop, and I want to mop really quick. The Roomba is going at the minute. And over here, Steve is working on a batch cocktail for the party.
Yeah, so it's going to be a punch called the Evil Dead Punch from Death & Co. So it should be pretty fun.
You can see he's got his little setup here. So which one are we making, did you say?
Evil Dead.
Here, let's fit that. So Evil Dead Punch. When it comes to the cleaning, I have to admit, I've had people on numerous Halloween parties tell me, why do you kill yourself? Like dusting and getting the cobwebs and vacuuming. It's like, all of that just adds to the Halloween party ambiance. And I'm like, no, it makes me cringe. I cannot open the doors to my house to people a mess. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with cleaning, so now I'm just kind of decorating, but I wanted to show you guys, because I never show you guys this. I always forget to include it, but as you can see here, we have this nice china cabinet in our dining room, and I have these plates. These are plates we got in New York City on a trip. They're from the Plaza Hotel, so really cool. It has a sentimental value to us, memories, but for the holidays I changed the plates out, and I don't know if you can see it back there, but these are plates from the Haunted Mansion. Isn't that cool? And on the back it says Haunted Mansion, Disney Parks. I honestly forget when I bought these. It was a while ago. But if you saw the video where we were just at Memento Mori in Magic Kingdom not too long ago, they have a new set of plates. They're cute, but I like these ones better. These ones are really nice because they're for the most part kind of simple, and they've just got like that silver accent to it. And then of course the Haunted Mansion Gracie, like I guess what would you call it, like a family crest of sorts kind of in the center. I just love these. They're so cool. And yeah, they're actual like porcelain, and they've got a good weight to them too. But yeah, so every year I change these out for the holidays. I have plates for Thanksgiving. I think you've seen those before, my turkey plates, and then I have some Christmas plates. But these ones I think are the most fun because it's very subtle. It's like you almost have to be looking for it to see, that Halloween element. Okay, so I got my china cabinet finished. You probably can't see it, but I've got some pumpkins up there. I may dress up some stuff up there. I have these like really fancy, like those old-timey glass jars that you would put candy in, and I have like Halloween colored candy. I might go grab those and put those up there. But I decided this year for the dining table, I'm gonna go with like Madame Leota's Seance. So this here is the crystal ball we got in Magic Kingdom one year. And these are they're not tarot cards, but they're just playing cards of Haunted Mansion. But I thought they looked cute. And then I've got my candles here. In the past, I would do these enormous tablescapes with like all these desserts and stuff like that. I realized that was very impractical for when people wanted to sit down and like talk with one another while they ate. So I scaled down the tablescape considerably compared to years past. Sorry, my hair is going crazy. So I'm trying something new with my hair. And so I got my hair cut the other day and I was talking to the girl who does my hair. We're trying to train my hair to go into a different direction. And I just realized it's probably really loud in there, sorry. One of the things I'm so bummed out about is not vlogging sooner. One year we did for our Halloween party, it was back when I had my baking business, I made a full-size wedding cake and I used this really creepy gray, grainy frosting, and the theme of the party was Constance Hatchaway's wedding reception. And it was really, really fun. I only have a few pictures of it that I can share, but it was a great time. I wish we'd been vlogging back then. That would have been a cool video. And I have to admit, last year's mic at Halloween time was a genius because these are the glass containers with the candy. And I store them in this cabinet, but every year I take them out and they're so dusty and they need to be washed. Last Halloween mic was very smart with covering them because they're perfectly clean, nice and shiny. I always have to tell Caleb, do not eat this candy. This candy is literally from like 2012, but it looks really cute, doesn't it? All right, and there it is, folks. I think it looks great. I have to admit, I get all my decorating ideas from Disney. I got this idea here from the confectionery on Main Street. They have all those like vintage glass jars or canisters. Which is it? I don't know. But all the vintage candy in there, so. I'm at the point now where I'm trying to decide like my setup of where I want everything. I've said this before, I love our house, I really do, but it's not the best party house, largely because of this slender archway. Everybody wants to kind of come in here and congregate, but the kitchen fills up really fast, especially if I'm gonna be cooking and stuff. And so what I like to do is I like to use our countertop here for like the main buffet. Like the buffet for main things. So like the sloppy joe, the soup will be here. And then I was thinking, hear me out. And if you guys have any other suggestions, if you can see the layout of our house, what you would do, let me know. But I was thinking this would be a great spot right here because this is what I do for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna clear this, obviously. This is where I'm gonna put my desserts. So I'll have a little tower of Rice Krispie treats, the platter of donuts, and I have a cauldron of popcorn. So people, if they want light snacks, they come out here. And then if they want mains, they go in there. And then right here, this is our bar cabinet. Right here, we have a cocktail cart that we're gonna get out of storage, and Steve's gonna set up his little cocktail bar right there. The whole idea is just like to help with traffic flow. So not everything is in this room and everybody has to cram in. What do you think? Steve went to go pick up Caleb, otherwise I would have him introduce this, but I think you've seen this before. But this is something that a company sent him, and what you do is you take a bottle of bourbon or whiskey, whatever really, and you put it upside down, and then you've got it on tap right there. I thought that was so cool, and it's a really nice piece. It's made of wood. So Steve found these, I think last year at Target, but these are little tags that you would put like on a wine bottle, and of course they're Halloween themed. So this one here says elixir, this one says potion. But Steve made those batch cocktails and put them in these bottles. So at party time, he'll just take them, put them up there, and people can just self-serve their Halloween cocktail. Okay, so things are moving and shaking, and we're in a good spot right now. So I am starting to, Steve already picked up Caleb from school, so I'm gonna start working on dinner. And I think I've shared with you our tradition. I got this recipe from Williams Sonoma. It's for sloppy joes, real sloppy joes, This is an excellent recipe, and so yeah, it's become our Halloween tradition. Okay, so I got the chopping done for the sloppy joes, and I always forget how much chopping is required because I triple the recipe. One thing I can never remember is that I wish I would do the chopping the day before and then just put this in a Ziploc bag. That would save me so much time. So Mike, if you rewatch this vlog, do it the night before. So I got my chopped vegetables sauteing right now over here, and Steve is preparing the lady apples. So we take 5 lady apples and we put cloves in them, and then we get some large swaths of orange zest.
I just did one.
Okay. And we're gonna put it in here with the apple cider, and we're gonna throw in 2 cinnamon sticks, and we're gonna mull this for about an hour, hour and a half. Got the beef going. Man, I feel like I'm making food for an army. And we got the cider going. All right, my sloppy joe is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this into my slow cooker just to keep warm for the rest of the night. And then people can just help themselves throughout the party. Our guests should be arriving in about half an hour.
That's right.
I think we're pretty much ready. Little man's getting hungry, so we're feeding him now.
And we got little slider buns for him. Everybody else is gonna have big boy buns, but he likes to eat things in slider format, so we bought these just for him.
Steve's got his drink station going. So see, like I said, it's like he just takes the bottles and puts them upside down. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I batched a cocktail in each of these bottles. So it's not just straight whiskey pour. This is a Harvest Old Fashioned, which you all have heard about, or Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon is what we're going to call it.
Harvest Moon is what we're going to call it. This is the Black Man hat that I made for all you for Halloween night video that you guys have seen. And then we have a punch. So we're going to have like a little bit lighter punch that's going to have a rum-based thing. So everybody gets a little bit of options. We, of course, have water. We have sodas. We got all that stuff.
Right.
But, like, this is our drink station for everybody to enjoy and imbibe in.
I am one of those people, when I have guests coming over and I'm going to have small bites out, I don't like to put anything out until the last minute because I don't want things to get stale or, you know, a fly to get on it. So, but I did have Steve cut up the Rice Krispie treats, and he's got those arranged. And then this platter here is going to be for our donuts. I'm going to wait on those. I don't think we got to show you this last time. So this is our entryway, but check this out when people walk by. Oh, here, you got to make a loud sound. Hey! Steve picked this up at Target. I thought it was really clever. Oh, Spirit. He got it at Spirit Halloween. And then, of course, what would Halloween be without candy for the trick-or-treaters? We always go to Costco when you get those big bags in bulk. Believe it or not, every time we have a party and people see our cauldron of candy, they can't believe how big it is, but we go through the whole thing. Oh, and then our friend Allie, she came a little bit early to hang out with Caleb. She went to the local movie theater and got the good popcorn. And so we got that in our cauldron here. I would say we are almost ready, except I've got the pumpkin soup I made the other night. That is heating up over the stove. And I will then transfer it to my other slow cooker here. One year, I thought I could just pour the cold soup that I made the night before into this slow cooker. It took forever to heat up. Everybody was waiting. So I've learned my lesson. Okay, I was just talking to Steve. Oh, it's my hair. I gotta go fix my hair. Okay, so I'm not ready. But Steve and I were just looking around. I think we're like completely ready. Everything. I'm just waiting for my soup to finish heating up, and then I'm gonna pour it. But yeah. So what do you think? We ready?
We're ready.
I think so.
And early.
Yeah.
Who knew that's possible? Well, you did tell your family 5 o'clock. I told my family 6 o'clock. It's 5:41. So
Right.
far, no one's here, so we know how to gauge our families.
Well, our family knows that this is more of an open house style
It
kind
is.
of a party. So
It's a casual come and go and enjoy it.
absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm excited. It's going to be a fun night. I think everything smells great, looks great. I think we're well prepared, so it's going to be a fun Halloween night for our family.
I think so.
Okay, so as I said, I made this Evil Dead punch. This is from Death & Co., which is a bar, and also they produce their own cocktail book. So it was suggesting club soda. I decided, because it looked a little light, just to add champagne instead of club soda, because it definitely brings in the extra like bubbly for it. So in general, I think it tastes pretty good. I did have to balance it with a little bit more simple syrup. So I want Mike to try this one now.
Okay.
You tried it the first time.
Caleb's doing his incantation over there.
Yes.
Oh, it tastes good. I like it.
So you had to sweeten it out a bit. It was a little bit tart.
Yeah, I tried it over there with Allie for a bit, and I was like, woo.
Yeah.
But yeah, you fixed it. It's good.
All right, good. So yeah, it's a nice punch for sure.
Yeah. All right, it is 6 o'clock. The party is about to start, so I went ahead and lit Madame Leota's seance candles. I showed you this. We got the desserts out. We got the donuts. And I like what Steve did here. We had this extra Haunted Mansion sign that we didn't know what to do with, so he put that up there. Okay, so this is our friend Allie, and she is
Hi, everyone.
Ms. Pumpkin. She is the critique of everything pumpkin.
I love everything pumpkin, and I'm here from Steve and Mike's annual Halloween party, which I love attending. And I have pumpkin soup with Mike's grilled cheese.
She's going to review it for us. Is it good?
Really good. Yes, this is homemade by Mike,
Yep.
and it's excellent.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
Enjoy. From our magic family to yours. Enjoy.
From our magic family to yours.
Ready to go trick-or-treating? Let's do it. All right, here we go. We are out. Uh-oh, careful. Oh, you know what? We forgot your shield and sword. Do you want to bring that or no?
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's just extra stuff to carry.
Where is he?
All right, you guys are going to laugh when you hear this, but this short sequence right here is the extent of Caleb's trick-or-treating. For whatever reason, he is not a fan of it, and he literally will hit up maybe 6 houses, and he's ready to go back. Granted, I think this year he was eager to get back to the party, and especially Skylar.
Hey, watch this.
All right. Careful with Skylar. That's pretty awesome, bud. Wow. Good dismount.
I have some
Very
cider.
casual dismount, like you knew.
All right, and just like that, the party is over.
It is. We had a great time. A lot of
Yeah.
good family showed up. We had some friends as well. Admittedly, it did end early, but that's okay. I mean, it's a weeknight, so that works
Right.
out perfectly for Caleb and Skylar resting a little bit early. So, yeah, I think it was a great Halloween.
I think everything ended a little early because we took Caleb trick-or-treating. He got tired so fast. Now, it has been a long day for him. Obviously, he went to school. He came home. He was very excited to rush home and play with Skylar in the backyard, all that stuff. And then, of course, a Halloween party. But yeah, we only I think we hit maybe 8 houses, and he was ready to call it a night. So, but we went trick-or-treating all together, grandparents and all. So Caleb's grandparents were a little excited they didn't have to stay out too late.
I do feel like these early Halloween nights are numbered because, you know, Caleb's
Yeah.
going to start having his friends come over.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
going to start
for
being
sure.
a bigger party. It's not going to be just our family party. We actually noticed that it's not so much of a family party now because a lot of our nieces and nephews have grown up and
Yeah.
they're all doing their own thing. They're all out there living their lives. It used to be a huge celebration because everybody was, you know, little kids.
Everybody we knew, all of our siblings had little kids.
Yeah, so it was like, it was tweens, it was young kids, and they've all, I hate to say this, but aged out.
They're off doing their own thing.
They're doing their own thing,
Yeah.
which is great. So, but you know, with that, obviously brings Caleb's whole experience. We're gonna start bringing his friends over, I'm sure, next year and all that stuff. So it's just gonna be a different experience than what has been our traditional Halloween party that we always throw.
Yep. And in case you were wondering, little Miss Skylar is over here just chilling out. She had a blast at the party. She was playing outside with Caleb, meeting everybody, but now she is tuckered out again. So I think with that, we are going to end it here.
That's right. We had a great Halloween. Great. Yeah.
We had a great time. A great party.
Well, I was just trying to think, like, where do we leave off the last one? Last one was, like, the 2 big surprises. So I was, like, trying to
Yeah.
figure out where this video is in continuity.
I have to say, yes, now that we've been dropping videos more often, it's kind of playing with our brains as to, like, what you guys have seen, what's in the can still, it's weird.
All that stuff. So, yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed our time with you tonight.
Yes. So you saw how we decorate, how we plan for the party. We had a great time. I hope maybe you got some ideas. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we always love to have like these little sprinklings of Disney throughout our house and the decorations we have. But I also I love that Mike has like these classic books because it definitely has that like, you know, traditional like haunted house approach to it, right? So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So anyhow, all things considered, make sure you pack your next Disney trip to plan for statues in your luggage.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And from our magic family to yours, enjoy.